Hello and welcome to SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. I'm Sanjay Pinto. Not long ago, a married couple was arrested near a railway station in Delhi for kissing in public. Now, they could have faced imprisonment up to 3 months, of course, in separate cells, but for the judge who ruled that it was inconceivable that a young married couple should attract the coercive process of law and face a charge of obscenity for merely an expression of love. In Chennai, right from the Marina Beach to several pubs and discotheques, despite the city's top cop clearly saying that he's against moral policing, several cops go overboard and victims tell us that it's only to embarrass them and perhaps to extract a bribe. Having said that, it's not just the cops who go overboard. Many youngsters also, we must admit, go overboard and could leave us all red in the face. Now, does a city's morality fall when hemlines rise? Do youngsters have the right to wear their attitude and lifestyle and thoughts on their sleeves? Does this boil down to intolerance of someone else's pleasure? And are manufacturers of outrage just hungry for attention and publicity? Is public display of affection, ladies and gentlemen, a private matter or a public nuisance? That's the proposition on SL Chennai Speaks Out. And here is our panel. Shweta Narayan, well-known activist in Chennai. Arun Sarkar, a young student who is all set with his bags packed to Cambridge. He's all set to go to Cambridge. Both Shweta and Arun believe that public display of affection is an entirely personal matter and society, please back off. On the other side of the motion, T. Kannan, who is the organizing secretary of the Hindu Makkal Kachchi, somebody who organizes a lot of protests and demonstrations in the city. And bolstering Kannan's case is the martial arts expert himself, Shihan Hussaini, martial arts instructor, artist, sculptor, person who wears many hats. Both Mr. Kannan and Shihan Hussaini believe that public display of affection, as they will say in the course of their arguments, is against Indian culture. So without much ado, it's on to our first round. It's called First Shot, where each of the speakers will make introductory remarks for 2 minutes each, starting with Shihan Hussaini.
I shudder to think that our morality, our values have sunk so deep. Trust me, let me tell you, our country derives its heritage from the beautiful values we cherish. We all are Indians, and you yourself beautifully put it, is public display of affection a private affair, or should everybody else back off? When it said private affair, it means very, very clearly that you can have any display of affection in the confines of your own private place, but not in a public place. How can you ever conceive? I don't understand how my opponents have the audacity to come and stand here, look at all of you in the eye and tell you, oh, we stand for public display of affection under, you know what affection is. Affection is not shaking hands. Affection is not saying, giving you a friendly pat. Affection is a vulgar, pervert display of kissing mouth to mouth, fondling each other, touching people in the wrong places in a public forum. So I don't understand how they could smile at me when I'm talking to them, and I don't really understand if they have any points to even tell you. We all value our good things. Our people have taught us, our parents have taught us, our elder people have taught us how to behave in public places. We had the incident where in one of the rail stations in Chennai, a boy and girl were found kissing each other, and it attracted the attention of people, and they came down and murdered the guy and went away. The first thing in martial arts, if ever you believe in proper self-defense, we all believe that don't attract the attention of people. Unless and until, see, if you are going to go down on the road with short skirts, if you are going to come down and fondle each other in public, people are going to say something. And then you can't say that, like, oh, people hit us, people teased us, people did this or that. I strongly believe that public display of affection is not only reprehensible, but it should be a crime punishable with the severest of whatever punishment is there.
All right. Thank you, Shihan Hussaini. That's almost like a Taliban-like approach to very forcefully put as always by Shihan.
No, I object to the word Taliban. No.
All right.
Tamil Nadu is a state which is known for its cultural inheritance. In a state like Tamil Nadu, showing public, displaying your affection in public is against cultural morals. There were days when I used to visit my villages, all my relatives come and hug me and they used to kiss me on forehead. See, that are true affection. But people, what they are doing in Marina Beach or in Elliott's Beach, they are loaded with vulgarity. If you are doing it in your bedroom, it is okay. But if you people come out and do it in a public place, then it becomes a public issue. Then people like us has to intervene. We cannot tolerate these type of crooked things.
All right. Do you know martial arts? All right. Maybe you can enroll him as your student after the show. All right. On to team one now, starting with Shweta.
Well, Sanjay, yes, I do agree that we should not be even having a debate on it, because I firmly believe that public display of affection is a personal choice. If I'm comfortable with holding hands with my friend, male or female, in public, I have every right to do that. And nobody has the moral right to take it away from me. And who gives them the authority? When you say that people like us have to take action, who are you? Who are you representing? And let's start about Indian culture, the so-called Indian culture that we've been talking about. What is Indian culture? I want to raise this question. India is a country of diversity. Indian culture is about embracing diversity. You cannot just bring in your beliefs about so-called Indian culture and impose it on everybody else. You cannot do that. Our constitution guarantees us the freedom to choose what we want to do. Our religion, our practices, everything has been guaranteed under the, freedom is guaranteed under the constitution. So I have a serious objection to the fact that somebody comes and imposes his culture on me. Just let's look at this point. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Vulgarity too lies in the eyes of the beholder. If I hold hands, I can be in complete platonic relationship with my male friend. I hold his hand, I give a gentle pat on his shoulders. I have every right to do that. If you see that something is wrong with it, it's your mind that's working, not mine. And nobody has a question, nobody gets this right to come and dictate to me. And surprisingly, if you see, Sanjay, most of this so-called moral policing is only on women. Women's, they have to be protected. They are vulnerable. If it's an issue of alcohol, if it's issue about like the pub bashing that happened in Mangalore, I'm saying that these groups, the so-called moral defenders, they should have a campaign against alcoholism, because alcoholism is bad for everybody. There are thousands of women, thousands of houses that are getting destroyed because there is one person, normally the male, who drinks, comes back and beats up his wife. Domestic violence cases are on rise because of alcoholism, not because. So if you're looking at defending the moral knowledge, then let's look at the root cause of the evils instead of just targeting women for doing or practicing in beliefs that they believe in.
All right. Thank you very much, Shweta. Final opening comment from Arun Sarkar.
To clarify this motion, and to put our arguments into perspective, public display of affection is not just sexual, right? If a mother hugging a child is also a public display of affection. What we are uncomfortable today, ladies and gentlemen, what we are uncomfortable is with sexual connotations, because India, being almost the most populated country in the world, is sexually awkward or sexually uncomfortable. And this fact is what we have to put into perspective into this debate. We need to understand that public display of affection is a superficial notion or a motion to be debated, because this country has problems like, the women's rights are laughable. the Khap panchayats who order honor killings, where women get raped, every 32 minutes, where there is female feticide, where there is a heavy bias against women, where women are only viewed as mothers or are viewed as people who will sit at home to become future wives, where a male chauvinist, a dominant and a patriarchal society exists. How can we debate such a motion? We need to understand that PDA, or public display of affection, has two notions. One is in an equal footing society where both men and women are on equal foot, and the other side, society like ours, where men and women are not on an equal footing. And that is where we need to concentrate, that whether we respect women. Talking about Indian culture, as my teammate quite rightly pointed out, Indian culture is a mix of Brahmanical culture, Islamic culture, Christian, Sikhism, it's diversity. And women have been portrayed as objects of, desire in where? Ajanta Ellora? The Kama Sutra, Shastra was developed in India. It's actually, if you look into history records, and historians will claim that India was extremely sexually liberal. It is only after the inception of the Pratna and the Brahma Samaj that we obtained Victorian values and suddenly became sexually awkward. This is what we need to put into perspective. We need to understand this and further debate on.
Right. Thank you very much, Arun. All right, the first salvos have been fired in this round, but don't touch that remote, because coming up is cross-examination, where I will cross-examine both these teams, put them on the dock. Stay tuned.